So he is called as a Ambedkar is called as a Dalita Bandhu. In 1930, there was one agreement in Pune. Today is called Pune Pact. So there, the main aim of that Pune Pact or the agreement we say between Britishers and between Indian leaders of that time is to give reservations for the Dalits in the legislative bodies. You are all well known that government has got three important organs. Like our body works, functions with many organs, government functions mainly with three important organs, that is legislative body, executive body and judiciary body. The work of the legislative body is to make laws, the work of the executive body is to implement the laws, and the work of the judiciary is to interpret the laws or judge the laws. So here, making laws or implementing the laws or giving judgment is taking place by one person in a particular village or one man controlling in a particular region. And the common people's ideas are not taken. You can very well witness today also in some remote villages where the village head will take all the three functions. His law will work, his judgment is final, and what punishment he gives is final. The poor people have no word to say, even today also in the remote villages of India. But that time, even in the making of law, if the poor man is there, his voice is heard, how far truth is seen. Therefore, in the Pune Pact in 1930 itself, Ambedkar fought for the legislative body, the representation from the Dalits, so-called untouchables or so-called STs, scheduled tribes, and SCs, scheduled castes. Therefore, today we see lot of people engaged in the position on making laws. That's why we must salute always Ambedkar. That's why he is called as the Dalita Bandhu or the friend of Dalits. So therefore, on the occasion of his birth anniversary, we will be always happy to say that Jai Bhim. Let us say together, Jai Bhim. So we salute him, saying that he has worked for the upliftment of Dalits in the fundamental rights, in everything, in the constitution. He gave every line for the welfare of the women as well as Dalits. So here, to honor him is our great privilege. Because of him, today the Indian Parliament has a great representation. The State Assembly has a great representation. You can see women working as a Sarpanch, MPTCs, ZPTCs, and the SC, ST and Dalits also are there like a tribal minister. Okay, so there are so many who are taking as education minister, as other departments or in the MLA, MLCs, we see women and Dalits representation. This is only because of the voice raised by the Ambedkar. You know that Ambedkar is born to which family? Mahar family. In Maharashtra, in Madhya Pradesh areas, Mahar caste is considered as a, in our states like a Mala and Madiga or so-called SC, STs. There he has gone to so much struggles. He was sent out of the school. We know that those days they are asked to sit separately in the classroom. Then after understanding why that dual treatment, why some are inside the classroom and myself and my group of people or my community people are outside the classroom, why this is happening? So he goes on answering, questioning and studying so many books. You know that he has studied law. He is called a jurist. Jurist means one who studied law and judge, and he is called economist who studied about the development of the country, and he is also called father of the constitution. So many qualifications he had. Because of these qualifications and because of his great works, he is today hailed and honored and respected as the father of the Indian constitution as well as father of the Dalits and upliftment of the Dalits. So let us also, when we see some disparities, when we see some differences, While you are seeing in the hotel, when you went to sit and somebody saying sit away, you have a question mark. Why I have to be sit away? When you travel in the bus, when someone